Stop scrolling. If you learn just one English tense today,
You'll be able to speak more than half of your daily English.
yes, really, by the end of this conversation, you'll know how native speakers talk about their daily life. No boring grammar, no memorizing rules, just real English. Let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to VS English Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Joseph. We're so happy you're here.
Today, we're not going to study English. We're going to live it.
Exactly. You'll listen to a real conversation, learn useful everyday expressions, and naturally master the present simple tense.
So relax, listen carefully, and whenever we ask you a question, answer it out loud. Because today, you're not just learning English, you're starting to speak it.
Before we jump into our conversation, let's quickly see where we use the present simple tense.
We use it to talk about our daily routines, like, I wake up at 7.
Our habits. I usually drink coffee.
Things that are always true. The sun rises in the east.
Things we like or don't like. I love pizza.
And also our jobs, schedules, and everyday life.
Don't worry about remembering all of that right now. By the end of today's conversation, you'll hear all of these naturally, and they'll start to make perfect sense.
All right, let's get started. So, Joseph, let's start with a simple question. What does your morning look like?
My morning? Well, I think my morning and I have a complicated relationship.
A complicated relationship? What does that mean?
It means I like mornings, but mornings don't always like me.
I think many people can understand that. So tell us, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock, but I don't get up immediately.
Ah, there it is. A very common habit. What do you do then?
I stay in bed for a few minutes and I check my phone.
Only a few minutes?
Yes. Well, sometimes those few minutes become 20 minutes.
I think your phone wins every morning.
Maybe. My phone is my first friend of the day.
That's funny. But actually, many people do the same thing. They wake up, check messages, look at social media, and then start their day.
Exactly. What about you, Emma? Do you check your phone when you wake up?
No, I don't. I try not to. The first thing I do is open my window and drink some water.
That's a very healthy habit.
I like starting my day slowly. It helps me feel calm.
Wait a second. You said, I like starting my day slowly. That's a beautiful phrase. What does it mean?
It means I don't rush in the morning. I take my time and begin my day calmly.
So, start my day slowly means begin the morning without hurry.
Exactly. For example, I start my day slowly with a cup of tea.
I wish I could do that. My mornings are usually very fast
Why?
because I am always running late.
Running late? Are you actually running?
No, not always. Good.
Because I was imagining you running to work every day.
No. Run late means to not have enough time and arrive late.
Exactly. For example, I run late when I wake up too late.
And honestly, I often run late because I don't prepare things the night before.
That's an important sentence. I don't prepare things. This is a negative sentence in present simple. We use don't when we talk about things we do not do.
For example, I don't drink coffee. I don't watch TV in the morning. I don't exercise every day.
Exactly. Now let's ask our viewers. What about you? Answer this question. What time do you usually wake up? Do you wake up early? Or do you love sleeping?
I already know some people watching this video say, I wake up early. And some people say, I sleep as long as possible.
Both answers are okay. Everyone has a different routine.
Actually, Emma, are you a morning person?
Yes, I am. I love mornings. I wake up at 6 o'clock every day.
Every day? Even on weekends?
Yes. I usually wake up early on weekends too.
Wow. I cannot imagine that. On weekends, I sleep in.
Sleep in? What does that mean?
It means to sleep later than usual. For example, I sleep in on Sundays.
Exactly.
So Emma wakes up early and I sleep in. We are completely different.
But that's what makes conversations interesting. Different people, different routines. And that's exactly why we use the present simple, because we use it to talk about the things we do regularly.
Let's look at some examples from our conversation.
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
I sleep in on weekends.
I drink water in the morning.
I don't prepare things at night.
All of these are everyday actions. That's the present simple. So, Joseph, after you wake up and check your phone, what happens next?
Usually, I make coffee. Actually, coffee is the most important part of my morning.
More important than breakfast?
Sometimes, yes. Without coffee, my brain needs some extra time to start working.
I understand. You know, there is a phrase for that.
Really? What phrase?
You can say, I don't function without coffee.
I like that phrase. So, what does it mean?
It means, I cannot work or think properly without coffee. It's a funny way to say something you really need.
So I can say, I don't function without my morning coffee.
Exactly. That sounds very natural.
Okay, Emma. What about you? Do you drink coffee in the morning?
No, I don't drink coffee every day. I usually drink tea.
Usually? Not always?
No, sometimes I drink coffee with my friends, but tea is my normal choice.
So we can learn another useful word here. Usually.
Yes, usually means something happens most of the time. For example, I usually eat breakfast at home. I usually walk to work.
And we also have other words like always, often, sometimes, and never.
Exactly. These words help us talk about our habits.
Now I have a question. Do you always eat breakfast?
Yes, I do. I never skip breakfast.
Never? That's impressive.
Yes. Breakfast gives me energy. What about you?
Honestly, I sometimes skip breakfast
Really? Why?
because sometimes I wake up late.
So you run late again?
Yes, sometimes my morning becomes a race.
After breakfast, how do you get ready for work?
I take a shower, choose my clothes, and check my bag.
Do you prepare everything before sleeping?
I try to, but I don't always do it.
That's a very common habit. Many people say, "Tomorrow I will prepare everything," but tomorrow comes, and they forget.
Exactly.
So, Joseph, when you finish getting ready, what do you do?
I head to work.
Wait. Head to work? Does that mean your head goes to work first?
No, not that kind of head.
Then explain it.
Head to means to go somewhere. So, I head to work means I go to work.
Great! This is a phrase native speakers use a lot. For example, I head home after work. I head to the gym in the evening.
How do you go to work, Emma?
I usually walk. My workplace is close to my home.
That's nice. A morning walk sounds relaxing.
It is. I listen to music. Or sometimes I listen to podcasts.
Maybe you listen to VS English podcast?
Of course. That's my favorite one.
Good answer.
What about you? Do you drive to work?
Yes, I do. I drive my car every morning.
Do you enjoy driving?
Most of the time. But I don't like traffic,
Nobody likes traffic.
especially when I am in a hurry.
In a hurry. What does it mean?
It means I need to do something quickly because I don't have much time.
Exactly.
So let's review our morning. I usually wake up at 7. I sometimes check my phone. I make coffee. I get ready. And I head to work.
And I wake up early, I drink tea, I eat breakfast, I walk to work.
Different routines, but the same tense.
The present simple. Because we use it to talk about things we do regularly.
Now it's your turn. Answer these questions out loud. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Do you drink coffee or tea?
Don't worry about making mistakes. The goal is not perfect English. The goal is to start speaking. So, Joseph, we know what our mornings look like. But after we leave home, our real day begins. Tell me, what do you do?
I work in an office.
What kind of work do you do there?
I work with customers. I answer emails. I attend meetings. And I solve problems.
That sounds busy.
It is. Some days are calm, and some days are very busy.
I think many people can relate to that. Everyone has different work lives.
What about you, Emma? Where do you work?
I work in a library.
A library? That sounds peaceful.
It is peaceful. But people think I only read books all day.
You don't?
No, I help visitors. I organize books. I answer questions. And I help people find what they need.
That actually sounds interesting.
Joseph, you said, I work in an office. Why didn't you say, I work in an office?
Good question. Because work is an action we do regularly. So we say, I work. She works. They work.
Exactly. The present simple is used for regular activities, things that happen again and again.
During work, I usually take a short break around noon.
A short break? That's a useful phrase.
Yes. Take a break means to stop working for a short time and relax.
For example, I take a break and drink some water.
Or I take a break and talk with my coworkers.
Do you work alone or with other people?
I usually work with other people. We work as a team, we help each other and share ideas.
That sounds nice. Working with a good team can make work easier.
What about you? Do you work with many people?
Yes. Many people visit the library every day. Children come for books. Students come to study. Families come together.
That sounds nice. Do you know everyone who visits?
Not everyone, but I see some people regularly. There is one person, an older man. He comes every morning.
Really? What does he do?
He reads newspapers. He drinks coffee. And he talks with everyone.
Sounds like a friendly person.
So, Joseph, we have worked all morning. Now, the most important question. What's for lunch?
I knew you would ask that. Lunch is my favorite part of the workday
Why?
because it gives me a chance to relax. And honestly, I get hungry after working all morning.
That's true. A good meal can change your whole afternoon.
So, Emma, what do you usually eat for lunch?
I usually bring my lunch from home.
Really? What do you make?
I usually make a sandwich or a salad. Sometimes I bring pasta.
That sounds healthy.
I try to eat healthy, but sometimes I order pizza.
Good. I was worried you never eat fun food.
What about you? Do you bring lunch from home?
Not always. I sometimes eat at a restaurant near my office.
What do you usually order?
I usually order a sandwich, sometimes soup, and I always get a coffee.
Of course. Coffee is always part of your day.
You know me too well.
Joseph, you said, I usually order a sandwich. I sometimes eat at a restaurant. These words, usually, sometimes, always, tell us how often something happens.
Right? They help us describe our habits.
Exactly.
Actually, I have a question for you. Do you cook every day?
Yes, I do. I usually cook dinner at home.
Wow. I don't cook every day
Why not?
because sometimes I am too tired after work.
I understand. Cooking takes time.
Exactly. Sometimes I just want to relax.
That's a good phrase. I just want to relax.
It's simple, but very natural. It means I don't want to do anything difficult. I only want to rest.
For example, after a long day, I just want to relax.
After lunch, what do you do?
I usually go back to work. But after work, I have more time for myself.
Let's talk about that. What do you do after work?
I usually read books.
Of course. You work in a library.
Yes, I love reading. Books are my favorite way to relax.
What kind of books do you read?
I like stories, especially mystery books.
Mystery books? Are you trying to become a detective?
Maybe someone has to solve all the problems. What about you? What do you do in your free time?
I play guitar.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. I usually play in the evening. Music helps me relax.
That's a great hobby. How often do you play?
I play 3 or 4 times a week.
Nice.
You know, many people say, I don't have time for hobbies. But I think hobbies are important.
I agree. You don't need many hours. Even 20 minutes can make you happy.
Exactly. You just need to make time for things you enjoy.
Wait. Make time for?
Yes, it means to find time for something important.
So, I make time for reading. I make time for exercise.
Exactly.
Let's ask our viewers. What do you do in your free time?
Say your answer out loud. For example, I usually watch movies. I play football. I like cooking.
Notice something. All these sentences are present simple because we are talking about things we do regularly, things we like, and things that are part of our life. So, Joseph, after a long day of work, what happens when you get home?
The first thing I do is take off my shoes and relax.
I think many people do that. After being busy all day, home feels different.
Exactly. When I get home, I want to forget about work for a while.
That's a nice expression. You want to forget about work. What does that mean?
It means you stop thinking about your job and you focus on your personal life.
Exactly. For example, after work, I forget about my emails and enjoy my evening.
What about you, Emma? What do you usually do when you get home?
I usually make some tea, sit down for a few minutes, and read a book.
Again, books.
Yes. Books are my friends.
That's why you work in a library.
Do you have any pets, Joseph?
No, I don't. But my sister has a dog. His name is Max.
What does Max do?
He loves playing outside. He runs around the garden. He waits near the door when my sister comes home.
That's so cute.
Yes, dogs are amazing. They are always happy to see you.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about dinner. When do you usually have dinner?
I usually have dinner around 7 o'clock.
Do you cook every night?
Most nights, yes. I cook vegetables, rice, or pasta.
That sounds good. I don't cook every night.
What do you do?
Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I order food.
What food do you usually order?
Usually pizza.
I knew it.
After dinner, I usually watch a movie or listen to music.
What kind of music do you like?
I like pop music and jazz.
Do you play any instruments?
Yes, I play the guitar.
That's great. How often do you play it?
I usually play on weekends. Sometimes after work, too.
You know, there is a phrase people often use in the evening.
Which phrase?
Wind down.
Wind down like a clock?
Good guess, but no. To wind down means to relax slowly after a busy day.
So, after work, I wind down by listening to music.
Exactly.
That's a great phrase. Because everyone needs time to wind down.
Yes. Life is not only about work. We also need time for family, friends, and things we enjoy.
Speaking of family, do you talk to your family every day?
Yes. I usually call my parents in the evening.
Every day?
Almost every day. Sometimes we just talk for 5 minutes.
That's nice. I don't call my family every day, but I usually talk to them on weekends.
Let's ask everyone watching. What do you usually do in the evening? Do you watch TV, read a book, spend time with family, play games?
Say one sentence. For example, I usually watch movies. I usually read books. I usually exercise.
Joseph, we have talked about our daily lives all day. But now, let's talk about something very important. How do we ask questions in the present simple?
Good question. Because conversations are not only about saying things, we also need to ask.
Exactly. For example, I can say, I drink coffee. That's a sentence. But if I want to ask you, I say, do you drink coffee?
Right.
If I ask about your sister, I don't say, do she work?
That's a common mistake. We say, does she work?
And the answer, yes, she does, or no, she doesn't.
Let's try more. Does your sister cook?
Yes, she does. She cooks very well.
Does your father drink coffee?
No, he doesn't. He prefers tea.
Does your dog like playing?
Yes, it does. It loves playing outside. Now let's look at negative sentences. We use don't and doesn't.
For example, I don't watch TV in the morning. I don't eat meat. I don't drive to work.
And with he, she, it. He doesn't drive. She doesn't cook. It doesn't sleep early.
But many learners say, he don't like coffee.
That is incorrect. The correct sentence is, he doesn't like coffee.
Because after doesn't, the main verb goes back to the simple form. Not, he doesn't like coffee.
Exactly. We say, he doesn't like coffee. But when you practice, it becomes natural.
Now let's connect everything. Imagine you meet someone new. They ask, what do you do? You can answer, I work in an office. I teach English. I study at university.
They ask, what do you do every day? You can say, I wake up at 7. I go to work. I exercise in the evening.
They ask, what do you like? You can say, I like music. I love reading. I don't like spicy food.
This is why present simple is so important. Because everyday conversations are mostly about who you are, what you do, what you like, and how you live.
Remember, speaking English is not about making perfect sentences. It's about expressing your ideas. And present simple gives you the foundation to do that.
Wow! What a great conversation! Today, we didn't just learn grammar. We learned how to talk about our everyday life naturally.
Exactly. The present simple is one of the most important tenses in English. We use it to talk about our routines, habits, facts, likes, and daily activities.
And remember, you don't become fluent by only learning rules. You become fluent by listening, practicing, and speaking every day.
So keep practicing and keep improving step by step.
If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to VS English Podcast for more real English conversations.
And in our next episode, we're going to learn the present continuous tense. You'll learn how to talk about things happening right now and how native speakers use it in everyday conversations.
Thank you for learning with us. See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.